Good morning, good morning. Actually, good afternoon. What am I talking about? What's going on, y'all? Hello, hello. A little dark. Ooh, that got bright on me. There we go. There we go. A little better. What's the word, brother? Brother. How's it going, man?
Brother.
Not much, buddy. Not much. Going good? That's good. That is good. It's going good over here too, man. Any idea on a good camera for hot days? What do you mean, Bam Bam? Like you don't want something that overheats? Get something that has a fan. Yeah, I would get something that has a fan for sure. For sure. Thoughts on use the Osmo Pocket 3 is perfect for B-roll, bro. Perfect for B-roll. 100%. Yeah, 100%. Do you use Wavelength? I do use Wavelength, yes. I haven't totally tuned my mic like 100% the way that I like it, but I think I have it at a good spot right now. What's up? I shoot lifestyle currently due to only having a Canon T6. Not sure what to upgrade to. It depends on your budget, bro, but I would definitely get into the mirrorless world at least. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, guys. Oh, guys, we made it to 8,000 followers. We did it. I don't know why this isn't updated, but apply. Did we make it to 8,000 or did we not make it to 8,000? I thought we did. I doubt we lost that many. My TikTok just isn't updating, I guess. Or my little browser source hasn't. But we hit 8,000 earlier today. We went live earlier. Yeah, we're at 8,000. I don't know what's going on here, but... Chris, thank you for the gift. Appreciate it. Do you think the DJI Ronin 4D all hype? No, not at all. Not at all. No, it has a unique use case. I met somebody the other day, not long ago, that actually used it in there. I think it's for, I don't think it's for the everyday user though. I think it's for like a production company to have it in their kit. That's when it makes sense to own it. You know? Should I invest in Canon photography? I have a Sony EV10 with a Sigma. What's wrong with Sony? Chester, what up, Chester? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. YouTube world, Chester, Kick world, Twitch, Kick. We're growing still, boys. We're still growing. Dylan Dial, are you reviewing accounts today? Yeah, I think I was going to be reviewing accounts today. The way that it works is, let's see, here are the rules. I want to figure this out. Why is this not working? Why? Not sure why it's not actually working on my thing, but yeah, the rules. If you guys need a free portfolio review, the rules are right above my head right here, guys. That's all you got to do. The rules are very simple. Very simple indeed. What up, Big Texas? Dylan, you definitely didn't do the rules, bro. Jesus Christ, man. We'll wait for a couple of folks to get added on here. Gert Butter, Jesus Christ, man. Don't see the rules. Oh, it's over on TikTok, Chester. Chester, I got you though, bro. You're already on YouTube, on TikTok. Yeah, I do. So what I do is I filter. I get people from TikTok to sub over to my YouTube channel. But the rules are: number one, you got to sub on YT YouTube. DM me on TikTok. That part is just so that you get added to a queue. And then and then you comment once on YouTube. The way that you guys find my YouTube channel, if you are on TikTok, is you can find it on my profile page. Oops, hold on. Yeah, right here. Find the link in bio. Right here. And then there's a little YouTube symbol. Click on that. And then that's it. And then you do a sub. Pretty simple. Not too complicated. It's photo and video, so it's your portfolio. It's your portfolio, your website, your Instagram. Video, I probably will have to listen to the sound first because I can't do copywritten sound. Just because it won't show up on the VOD. Good prime lens for the EV10 too. Oh, bro, I have these lenses right here. I really like them. They're the Sure sniper lenses. They're pretty good. These lenses right here. Big Texas, thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. Big Texas, how is your 15 to 35, bro? Do you know anything about the field world? I don't know much. I don't own that monitor, but it looked pretty decent. Yeah, I don't know that monitor specifically, but it looked all right. Yeah, it looked all right. I like it. Haven't really used it yet. Really? I finished my photo editing for that last photo walk that I did. Yo, the link for YouTube is in the bio. That's correct. That's correct. So far, nobody has commented over on YouTube. What's going on? You guys, these rules cannot be that hard to follow, man. Cannot be that hard to follow, bro. Yeah, you got to go to the live. You got to go to the live. You got to go to the live on YouTube. It's not letting you. It should. Let me get this. Yes, you can comment on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube as well. Can you comment on live streams? Chester, you comment all the time, bro. You're commenting right now. Or you're chatting. Yeah, in chat, exactly. I think next on my list is the 24 to 105. Saw some. Yeah, dude. The 24 to 105, that one's on my list as well, dude. Yeah, that one's definitely on. That one is pretty high up on my list, actually. Yeah, that one is high up on my list. Oh, like in the chat. I can't comment. I don't know why. You should be able to on YouTube. I have a live stream going on YouTube as well. And Dynasty 9000, what up, Dynasty? Do you do graphics? Not really like heavy graphics. I do basic stuff for my own for my work, my full-time job, but it's not like anything crazy. Liam, what up, Liam? I was thinking of getting a Sony A7R III with a Sony 200 to 600. Do you recommend? That sounds like a crazy combo. Yeah. Aren't they on the A7R5 right now? I'm so close to 4,000 subs. Oh, by the way, Big Texas, I made it to the thanks, have a nice night, man. You got it, bro. I made it to 8,000 followers on TikTok. I did it, man. Resultados Powerball. Thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. And right now we're at 3,932 subs on YouTube. We're right there. Congratulations. Thank you. I think for next month on TikTok, we'll go for 10,000. All my chats are getting blocked. I see blocked chats, and all your chats are coming through. Yeah, everything should be good. People are joining the chat. Yeah, everything looks. Testing. Hello. Hey, Julia.
Hello.
There he is, Dylan. That was wow. Jesus Christ, that took you forever, bro. Yeah, YouTube chat seems to be working. Everybody's here. Hello. All right, let's see. So Dylan is up first. Dylan Dial. Let's check out your stuff, bro. I wasn't signed in. Yeah, things are hard to do, and you know, I'm glad that you used your problem solving skills, broski, and we got there, bro. And we got there. All right, Dylan, what are you shooting on, bro? 329. Julia, I got to 8,000, Julia, on TikTok. Even though this thing on TikTok doesn't say it. Dylan, you're using an A7 II. Okay, cool. A7 II. Make sure you're subscribed, Dylan, to my YouTube channel, bro. A7 II. All right, let's take a look here. These are nice and bright. I like them. It's a little crooked though. The horizon is definitely crooked. It kind of works though, just because there's these guys are jumping in the air and there's like celebration, you know. I know it does say 7988 for some reason, but when I go to my actual account, like if I go to my actual account on TikTok, where is it? There was like some discrepancies on my thing as well. 8013 it says. I'm not sure why. Not sure why at all. Here we go. Yeah, I like these. These are nice and bright. I like the way you laid them out. Again, these horizons are a little crooked. I like my horizons to be nice and tidy, man. This is cool. Yeah, this is a nice set. The link is on my gram. Miss Anik, what up, Miss Anik? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Yeah, these are dope. Yeah, Dylan, these are all good, man. I would you gotta straighten up your horizon, bro. That's about it. You keep missing the horizon. See these ones? Yeah, these are all clean. Yeah, straighten up the horizon on these. That's about it. This one's great. You caught him blinking. If you have another frame before or after this where he isn't blinking, that would be cool. Legendary Gaming. Any other good lenses for the Canon R50V? I have the Sigma 17-40. What else do you want, bro? Any lens is good, man. Just depends on what you want. What's that? I never heard of that, to be honest. Leveling the horizon, making sure that your shit isn't crooked. Like if you look at the back here, like this right here, I can tell that from this yellow line to this yellow line, it's even, and fences are usually level to the horizon. Like they're level, they're not like crooked typically. Same with poles. Poles are up and down, usually like vertical. And then if you have a couple of these shots right here, you see how this dugout over here is like crooked. You got to level that out. This one down here is straight on, but this one's crooked. This one is straight on, you see? This one's straight. This one's almost right on. This one looks great right here, this photo. But leveling out here's another level horizon. You got it. Just on a couple you're missing. Like for example, this one. Look at this horizon. This one is all the way up here, and this one is like way down here. For those of you guys that are hanging out in TikTok world and would like a free portfolio review, make sure to check out the rules that are right here. Very easy to follow. And for you guys that are just hanging out as well, if you see anybody asking while I'm doing these reviews, point them and let them know how to get signed up for a review. Right now we're doing Mr. Dylan, who's in the chat. Dylan Dial. He's shooting with an A7 II. This edit is a little too heavy, a little overcooked in my opinion. For sports photography, I usually like to keep the sports team's uniforms as true to life as possible. You cut this man's foot off right here. Pretty good though. Pretty good. Was that a man or a woman? Did I mess up? Yeah, these are pretty good, Dylan. You're doing good, bro. This is a great shot right here. Love this. I probably would have increased the brightness on his half right here, but this still looks fire. I like this shot a lot. GG's. Good shit. Oh, this is all baseball stuff. Let's see. We got another sport here. We got football. Let's do some football. This is a cool shot. Let's go to that one. Let's go to this one. I think you need more photo sets. Soccer as well. I wonder what's your upload quality, because Instagram is eating the shit out of them. This is a weird angle. I don't know if I like this angle. A young woman with like a skirt on is kind of a weird angle. These are a little weird as well. Yeah, when we have like young women with dresses on, we got to be careful to like photograph them like in a flattering way. And if they're wearing a dress, you don't want to be like up their skirt, like up their dress. If they happen to be wearing a skirt and you're taking a photograph of them, make sure that they have their legs crossed and they're facing like away from you. It's a little like this right here. This is a little awkward. You know, this picture right here, this is a little awkward as well. It's kind of weird. And then this one right here where you're like totally up her skirt, that's a little weird as well. So be cognizant of that kind of stuff. Yeah. All right, Dylan, GG's, bro. Overall, pretty good. This is Dylan Dial shooting with an A7 II. Not too bad. Not too bad. So you had some good stuff here, bro. A lot of baseball stuff. This is a nice set too. Yeah, GG's. GG's for Mr. Dylan Dial. Good work, good work. All right, who's next, guys? So for those of you guys that are just sending their you're not following the rules, guys. The rules are right here. Make sure to so let me go over the rules. All right, you got to sub on YouTube. Okay, the way that you find my YouTube channel is by going to my link in bio. My link in bio has my YouTube channel linked right here. Very easy to follow. And then I have a little YouTube symbol right here. Boom, right here. Just like that. Andrew, did you sub? Make sure to sub. And then you just comment, I'm here on YouTube. Very easy to do, man. Very easy to do. Cannot get easier than that. This is currently the queue right now. So next up we have Mr. Gert Butter. Did you sub? Did you sub on the YouTube? Thank you for joining YouTube, guys. Thank you for joining. Do you have any good lens recommendations? Any good digital camera suggestions? A couple. What are you looking for? Chester, we'll do you after Mr. Gerp right here, bro. Yeah, because he was here earlier. You get 2 call outs. If you're not here, you get skipped. Shot by Gerp. Are you here, Shot by Gerp? Yeah, no problem, bro. No problem. Shot by Gerp going once, going twice, and he's getting skipped. All right, next up. Next up is through Andrews VHS. Through Andrews VHS. Andrew, all right, cool. Did you sub on YouTube, bud? Did you do it? This is why I'm doing this, by the way, you guys. This is why I'm doing this. I'm trying to get to 4,000 subs on YouTube, and I think we could possibly get there tonight. I don't know. I don't know. All right, Andrew. Andrew00. What is your what are you shooting on, bro? Yeah, what are you shooting on? A7 III, nice. A7 III, cool. Make sure that your guys' links work, by the way. Is this you, Mr. Through Andrew? Shooting with an A7 III. Ooh, concert stuff. Exciting. Let's see, no videos because video has music. Let's check this out. A7 III flash photography. This one looks pretty cool. This one looks. This one's fuzzy as hell though. This first one was all right. This one's kind of weird. Don't love this. Let's see this one. You took all these shots? This is a cool one. That was with film. Got it. Are these you? You took these photos, or is this you? I can't tell. Guys looking at their cell phone is not that interesting. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Not gonna lie, broski. I like this one. This is kind of cool. Ooh, you're using one of those, what are those filters called? The Starburst filters? Those are nice. Yeah, these are cool. I like this one. This one's definitely nice. A7 III. Are you in the pit here? What kind of photographer are you, man? These are like, are you in the pit? How did you get access to this? These are excellent, man. These kind of starburst filters are so cool, especially with these kind of lights right here. I get media most of the time. Can you let the chat know how to get media passes? Because that's something that a lot of people want to know about. When you're a concert or an event photographer and you have access to the pit, man, the photos are like a million times better. So this is really cool stuff. Yeah, I like all these edits, man. You did a nice job on these ones. Some of these are better than others, but these are all fire though. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow over on YouTube, you guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, media passes, nice, very cool. Let's do a couple more. Let's see. Ooh, look at this one. Yeah, these are great, dude. This one's a little weird. It's still kind of cool though with the slow shutter. Did you do this in post or did you do this in camera? Julia, thank you for helping people out. Appreciate it. You gotta follow the rules, guys. Follow the rules. Yeah, these are clean, man. I like all of them. I like some of them more than others, but overall they're all pretty great. I do like these shots. I'm not gonna lie to you. That film, the one that you took with film, it kind of explains why it's a little out of focus. But these ones right here, these are always kind of cool. Andrew says to get media passes, you hit up management for artists. You can also hit up the artist, personal photographer. Nice. Talk to me a little bit about like your success with that. Like, is it always, do people leave you on red all the time or yeah, give me some details about that. Cause that's really good. You just got to reach out really is what you're saying, right? Yeah. You just got to reach out. Yeah, these are cool, man. I wish you would work on how you compose them in the frame. Like this one is a good photo. I like this photo a lot, but I would like it if he was actually like framed up a little bit better, not so close to the edge. Yeah, and try to get the subject's attention so that they're like looking at you, you know? Yeah. Your framing is a little off to the side, which it seems to be like it's a little bit more intentional. A lot of denying most of the time, LOL, but there are definitely people willing to give you facts, dude. Facts, bro. How many no's did you get before you got a yes, bro? Yeah, how many no's? Oh, you need more stuff on your page, bro. Yeah, you need a lot more stuff on your page. Looks like you're just getting started, though. Good shit, though. This, everybody, this is through Andrew shooting with an A7 III. GG's for Andrew, man. GG's for Andrew. Yeah, these are all great. This is the last one we'll do here, Andrew. We do have currently a queue going on, guys. This is what the queue currently looks like. So next up, oh, actually next up we got Mr. Chester from YouTube channel, from YouTube. So let's see, Chester, where do I find your stuff, bro? Can you send me a link? Mr. Chester. For everybody else that's waiting in the queue, up next we got Nahome Photography, Forza Visuals. We got whoever this is, DT, 6T, whoever that is, Matt, and Damon. Chester Captures. All right, cool. Let me grab that. Chester Captures. What are you shooting on, Chester? Let the chat know, please. Let the chat know. Keegan Chester, G92. All right, cool. Actually, let me turn off this camera. Nah, it's fine. Because I'm not doing any kind of Chester Captures. G92. This is Chester Captures with a G92, everybody. Oh, you have a lot of video. Look at this. Super warm. This is a cool photo. This is Chester Captures, everybody, shooting on a G92. That's a Lumix, for those of you that don't know. A lot of videos. A lot of videos. Let's see. Do you have any photos here? Not that many, not that much photo work. Mostly reels. Chester, can you let the chat know what kind of photographer you are? Mostly like adventure and adventure lifestyle, right? CJ Brand was waiting for this. Go to my website for photo. Okay, got it. Yeah. Send me to where your for everybody that's in here. Ooh, look at this. Chester Captures Media. More videos, bro. Where's your photos? This is it right here. What the fuck is this? Like a dinosaur? I like this a lot. I wish that you had bumped up your aperture a little bit more so you can get the full detail of his back. What aperture, what f-stop were you at? This looks like pretty shallow. If this was like 5.6, then again, it might have been super dark in there. Ben's Tech Channel, Freeport. Yes, sir. Free portfolio review. Exactly right. Ooh, look at this little baby giraffe. This is a cool photo, man. Love this. Excellent. Yeah, so you are a wildlife adventure photographer. What a crazy opportunity to shoot a fucking what is this, a rhino? So cute. Yeah, that one was shot on my old G85. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Thanks for joining, everybody, on YouTube. The queue is starting to build up, so if you guys are interested in a free portfolio review, all you got to do is follow the rules that are right here on screen on TikTok. And then you just get added automatically to a queue. Make sure you only comment once on TikTok. Sent me a message once on TikTok, because that way I'll know when you guys what order you guys go in. If you happen to send more than one message, your message gets put up to the top. This is a micro 4/3 camera as well, right? Hey Chester, where does your work go, bro? Like, does it go into magazines, or like, what do you do with this content? Like, who's floating the bill for all this? Is it a travel agency? Is it a magazine? If you scroll past all these, this block will put my organized work. All right, cool. Let's see. Even these are really cool. Look at this fucking guy right here. All sorts of stuff, but ARWS. What is ARWS? Is that some sort of travel agency? Keep going down. I kind of like this stuff, bro. This stuff is pretty nice too. ARWS is an Adventure Racing World Series. Got it. So it's this, whoever this company is right here. ARWS. Oh, this guy blowing me a kiss. This is epic right here. This is really cool. You don't do Instagram? Yeah, we're doing Instagram reviews right now. We're just going over Chester Captures, who happens to have a .com. So yeah, I do Instagram reviews, .com, portfolio site reviews, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, these are all fire, bro. I like some of these. The shadow ones are great. The animal ones are fucking gnarly. You got some crazy landscapes, bro. You're on the top of a mountain here. Excellent, dude. Yeah, really cool. Let's see. And the contact me page. Is this your own .com? Yeah. GG's, everybody, for Mr. Chester Captures. Chester Captures shooting with a Lumix G9 II. I would consider you an adventure photographer, wildlife, landscape photographer, you know? What do you guys think? I think so. Shit. Like, look at all the places you get to go, bro. Yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. All right, moving on. That's GG's for Mr. Chester Captures. Shooting with a Lumix G9X. Good shit, boys. Good shit. Good shit. All right, next up in queue, moving along. Let's see. We got Nahome Photography. Nahome Photography. Are you here, Nahome Photography? Who is Nahome Photography? I am here. Nahome Photography, did you sub on YouTube? Did you sub on YouTube? Are you sure? Nahome Photography, I can check, and if you're lying, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just trying to go get to 4,000 followers on YouTube, which is why I'm doing that in exchange for doing this free portfolio reviews in exchange for subs on YouTube. Nahome Photography, which one? You have two of them, bro. Is it the one with the underscore or no underscore? This one? Nahome, what are you shooting on, bro? Nahome Photography. What are you shooting on? Canon R6 Mark II. Nice. First Canon. Also, if you guys are hanging out over on YouTube, consider participating in the poll that I got going on. Canon R6. For those of you guys that are chilling in TikTok, there is a horizontal viewing over on YouTube, Kick, or Twitch. If you want to see this horizontal. Canon R6 Mark II gang squad. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's check these out. No videos. R6 Mark II. Hey, it's a little baby. She's not really looking at you here. This works. I like it. This is nice. Why is she not looking at you? Oh, there we go. Boom, we got one. Yeah, it's a nice photo. I would probably straighten it out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. These are nice. Nice subject. Yeah. You got a great subject here. Yeah, these are just a little crooked. You see this building right here? It's kind of slanted this way. Try to straighten the horizon. You see this fence back here, how it like is going up a little bit? Make sure to straighten those out. This one's crazy crooked. If I have to do more than like 15 degrees of head tilt, that's a little bit too much. Dutch angles are cool when they actually are intentional, when you're trying to like demonstrate a little bit of like chaos or frenzy in the shot. But like on a portrait like this should be pretty straight on. I'm not a big fan of Dutch angles when they're not like intentional, right? This is cool. This is really well lit. Did you do the lighting in this area? This looks like you did it in a studio. Can you tell me a little bit about the studio? Enzo Films, what up? Yeah, this studio work is cool. Yeah, just one light. It's a studio. Is it your studio or did you rent the time? Harry Photographer. Has anybody else ever done studio work here where they've needed to rent per hour? Yeah. What's your experience renting a studio? Nahom, can you let the chat know a little bit? Because I often think like if you're just getting started and you have the funds available, that you should absolutely invest in like renting some studio time. Just to practice, you know, just to get a different style of photo. It looks like you're doing a lot of the studio stuff. Buy a trailer as a studio. I currently have a Canon EOS RP as a hobbyist. Do you think I need to upgrade? An RP? Depends if you don't think that camera's enough for you, man. I feel like I remember this photo. Yeah, you've been here before, I think. You do a lot of airbrushing. I remember giving you that criticism. Yeah, I think I've looked at your stuff before already. I think you were airbrushing the men as well, which was kind of weird. You're giving them like a weird, like soft look. I feel like I have seen your work before. This is really nice. Yeah, this is a really nice set right here. Is this a sponsored post? Did you do this for this location right here, or who is this for? We are seeing somebody by the name of Nahome Photography. Nahome Photography. Yeah, you do a lot of studio work, which is nice. Good shit, bro. GG's for Mr. Nahom shooting with a Canon R6 Mark II. I do remember this photo. Birthday boy. It looks really familiar to me. January 2024. Yeah, all good stuff, man. This is Nahom Photography shooting with a Canon R6 Mark II. Overall, pretty good, man. Do you get paid for your work, or are you doing this just as a hobby? I don't know what you did here. You made this black and white and kept this color. It made the whole photo look weird. Either do all black and white. We don't want to do whatever those color selection things are anymore. That shit's from 2026. I'm sorry, 2016. Keep that shit in 2016. All right, GG's for Mr. Nahom. Canada-based wedding photographer. Available for collabs. All right, very cool. Next up, we have somebody by the name of... Who is this? Right here. DT Visuals. DT Visuals, you in here, DT Visuals? DT Visuals going once. All right, here you are. What are you shooting on, bro? For those of you guys joining over on TikTok, if you'd like a free portfolio review, got to follow the rules. The rules are right, where are they? Right here. Right here. Very easy to follow. For those of you guys that are curious, this is the current queue. Make sure that you only send your info one time. Oh, hold on. Never mind. Make sure to only comment once or DM once, because that's how you get added to the queue. If you comment more than once, your name goes back up to the top. All right, DT. Sony A7 IV. Nice. A7 IV. Did you sub on YouTube? 3,946. We're on our way. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. All right, DT Visuals. Let's check out your stuff, bro. This is DT Visual shooting with a A7 IV. Nice. Woo! Yo, these are fire, bro. Yeah, excellent stuff. I would probably straighten this out a little bit, but this Dutch angle does work because he's running at an angle. Yeah, this is sick, dude. This is not my favorite right here. If you're gonna do these kind of like slow shutter ones, they need to be on tripods. I wish this one was straight on. Yeah, we gotta straighten the horizon up a little bit. You see this dugout back here? For anybody asking, like, what is, you guys see this ball right here? You see how it's like elongated a little bit? That is that's caused by rolling shutter. And typically, like sports photographers, when it comes to like round balls, even straight objects like baseball bats that get like kind of like rubber bandy, that's caused by rolling shutter and not using a mechanical shutter. Ideally, that's not ideal for sports photographers. They don't like to see that, and that's what's causing that. It's caused by a rolling shutter. Yeah. In some of these, though, if you look, like for example, in this first one right here, look at this ball. The ball is like perfectly round. There is a little bit of like flex in the bat, but that could also be the guy. You know what I mean? So I've looked for like examples of rolling shutter, and this is a good shot right here. Does anybody know why that happens on an electronic shutter? SWVA, what's up, broski? Yeah, I'm having a good night. We're doing some portfolio reviews. Oh, similar to the one we did the other night with you. Trying to get to 4,000 subs on YouTube. We'll get there. Sensor. Yeah, it was electronic shutter during. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm always looking for like examples of that kind of stuff because people don't fully understand. Bro, these shots are epic, man. I don't love these. I don't love these unless you're on a tripod. These are not my favorite. Doesn't happen on a global shutter. That's correct. It doesn't happen on a global shutter, and it happens less, I think, on a mechanical shutter. Yeah, these are all epic. All right, so we did baseball. Let's go to basketball. Clean, bro. Nice framing, dude. Yeah, these are all great. I wish this guy wasn't fucking here. If this guy wasn't here, I would erase this guy. I would just delete him. Delete him in Photoshop. Yeah, these are all fire though, man. How long have you been shooting, bro? LOL, me too. That happens sometimes, man. It happens sometimes when people are like, you know, when you're in the moment and you're trying to capture a shot. Yeah, how long have you been shooting? Deleting people is one of my favorite features. Yeah, about 1 year. Solid work for a year, bro. What was your first camera? Was it the A7 IV? You know, it's crazy is like, you can totally see the difference in, you know, some people are naturally gifted at photography. But then you can also see, which it looks like you're naturally gifted. You're pretty good at this. Some people's like photography, how much it improves just from getting a better gear. Look at this. Bro. Fantastic, dude. Fantastic. Yeah, that shit's good, man. It was a Nikon D3300. All right, bro, what can you tell the chat about shooting on a Nikon D3300 versus your Sony A7 IV, broski? I love these shots, bro. The action shots with the basketball, epic, dude. Yeah, this guy needs to get out of the frame, but that's okay. You're not gonna get every shot. If you keep going for these, bro, these are all awesome. Like the Air Jordan. Well, the Nikon was horrible in low light. Yep. Yeah, that'll happen. And it's such an older camera, you know, like modern cameras are so good, man. Yeah, you know what also helps for DT in here, guys, is that the gymnasium that he's in is also a well-lit gymnasium. Oftentimes when I see people shooting in gymnasiums, whether it's basketball, volleyball, or like wrestling, they're like really orange due to all of the wood and like warm colors in it. But when you see somebody shooting in like a well-lit gym, the photos are always crispy. Chester, thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for sharing your portfolio with everybody. I appreciate you stopping by. And something that you should straighten this out right here, bro. You see how this these what are these called? These bleachers are like a little crooked. I would try to straighten those out just a little bit. This is a cool shot though. Yeah, straighten these shots out. You see how this is like going down? Just level up your horizon a little bit. Finding your horizon isn't that difficult to do either, but it makes a big difference. Yeah, we'll do football next. Yeah, it's not difficult to do, and it's going to really improve like your composition. It's not going to be always perfect, and like you're not, you know, don't try to get it every single time because it's not possible. Football, let's see. Look at this shot. Who the hell is this guy? He looks like he's 7 feet fucking tall right here, bro. Jesus, this guy looks like a giant. State champions. Wow, look at all this. State champion. Oh, is this California? Wow. State champions, state champions, state champions, state champions. This makes sense why this school has a lot of money. Yeah, good shit. schools with a lot of funding for their sports programs always have like nice equipment, nice facilities, nice training programs. These are epic, dude. GG's DT shooting with an A7 IV. Used to shoot with a Nikon. Switched over to the dark side with a Sony A7 IV. And now he's killing it, dude. Do you have any work down here with your old Nikon? Was this the Nikon? These aren't bad either, man. These are still good. Yeah. So you can really tell on the evolution of people's photography, because look, there's the photographs of the back of people's heads are not that interesting. And when we just get started in photography, dude, we always do that. We always shoot the backs of people's heads. And now, not counting this first one, like look at all the backs of of people's heads that we got. We got one photo, we got two photos right here. We got 3 photos, we got 4 photos, we got 5 photos, 6 photos. All of the backs of people's heads, man. Mason, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, look, Mason can share my stream to help me get 200 followers. Thank you, Mason. I appreciate that. All right, DT Visuals, shooting with an A7 IV. GG's, everybody. Can we get some GG's in the chat for DT Visuals? That was one of my first. It's all good, bro. It's all good, man. No hate. No hate. Just bringing it up because, you know, that's why I like going to the bottom of Instagram just to GG's. All right, next up, who do we got? We got somebody by the name of Matt. This is Oluru Media. How do you say that? Olrude Media. Matt, did you sub on YouTube, broski? Did you sub on YouTube? If you didn't, I'll find out. What are you shooting on? Olrude Media? Olarude. Got it. Olarude. A64. What can you tell the chat about shooting with the A6400? Ooh, these look crispy, bro. What lens are you using? Do you have a filter on your lens? Sony 6400. Yeah, what lens are you using? Tamron 28-75 in that with a Pro Mist filter. You know how I could tell with the Pro Mist filter, bro? Or some sort of filter is your highlights are kind of blooming a little bit, which give it like a really cool look. I love Pro Mist filters, man. Pro Mist filters are sick. Love the 6400. I've had it for 4 years. Nice, dude. Nice. You ever try the 70? Yeah, I love Pro Mist too. And I can tell off of the white a little bit that it's blooming just a smidge. What Pro Mist do you have? Is it a 1/8 or a 1/4 or what is it? Just bought an A64. Nice, dude. Yeah, Matt over here is using an A64 with a 28-75, you said? You ever try the 70-180? I think that on football fields, you might have better luck. Look at this. Nice work, dude. I don't love the... so here's the thing with photographs and posting your stuff on Instagram. Make sure that you're optimizing your photography and your aspect ratios for the platform that you're posting on. So if Instagram is asking you to use 4x5 or 3x2 or whatever it is, make sure that you are focusing on that style of that aspect ratio. Matt over here is getting by because he's using a white canvas that is in that shape, so it kind of works. but I would just give the platforms what they're asking for. Some race car stuff, very cool. Yeah, also your watermark, you can get rid of this, bro. Get rid of this watermark. Some of these are a little bit too cropped in and you're losing a lot of quality. This is all the same shot. You see this? This is not a very... One or two of these is great. It's a 1.8. Yeah, it looks subtle. 1.8 looks subtle. This is all the exact same shot. I probably would have changed up the car. But these are all the exact same photo. You know what I mean? See this one. You're struggling a little bit in the low light here. Which checks out. Yeah, it checks out. These are cool photos right here. Yeah, your low light is struggling. These are cool shots though, when you got some emotion from the players right here and they're throwing up gang signs, West Side. Are these all gang affiliated? I'm just kidding. Yeah, these low light ones, you're riding the struggle bus on these ones. Yeah, it looked like a cool car. I'm not going to deny that the car is cool, but every single photo was the same photo. Ooh, let's look at hockey. Look at these. Yeah, let's get rid of your watermark, bro. That watermark, get that shit out of here. Through the glass, one of them is cool. This one is cool. Yeah, I like one of them. Hockey's not easy. This is a nice ring, though. It looks like an expensive ice rink. Is this a, what is this? Is this a college? What's going on here? Something fucked up with this edit right here. Sacred Heart University? College, got it. Sacred Heart Pioneers. Hockey's hard, man. Hockey's a tough sport. I've seen other people try shooting hockey and it's pretty tough. Ooh, look at this. Nice shot here. A64. Oh, you missed focus on this one. You butchered this one. Let's only post our best work. Only our number one like photo. You know, brother. Went for a super icy look on that. Yeah, it didn't work, Matt. It didn't work on that one. You know what though? I'm not gonna dock you for like trying shit. Like, but this is why we go through reviews, you know. And it seems to me like you got a tough skin and you're able to take criticism. So, thanks for being a good sport. But me, I am an unbiased observer, right? Like I am literally just giving you my opinions on what I see. I'm not your mother or your sister that's gonna just give you a pat on the back and give you like a third place trophy. Like if your shit sucks, I'm gonna tell you like, hey, you got to work on this. You got to work on this, X, Y, and Z, right? Or like think about, consider this or that. These seem a little zoomed in on the stream. Yeah, they are punched in. They're punched in. So I think you're cropping in a little bit too much. I'm not sure why. For basketball, I think you do good with like a 70 to 180 though. Yeah, these are all super fuzzy. Yeah, these are all super fuzzy. The color change in this color grade. Your newer stuff up here is a little bit better. This is a cool photo. The stuff that I see with like hockey that really works are like super long lenses, like 70 to 200s. I'm watching on my 85 TV on YouTube. That way I can see the photos better. On YouTube, there is a better view of this. There's like a larger view for those of you guys that are want to see like a bigger image. What happened here, Matt? What's going on here, bro? Sports photography. We watched the other day. We watched a video of the head photographer of an NFL team. It was the Kansas City Chiefs. And he said a lot of things, that something that was like really important for like sports photographers. It was like the second or third thing that he prioritized, but he said that for sports teams, make sure 100% that you keep the colors of the teams and their logo and their branding as accurate as possible. And this guy managed a team of like 25 different professional level photographers for an NFL team. And he made sure that everybody's white balance and color balance was all exactly the same so that they could represent the team with 100% accuracy. So if we're ever photographing a sports team, like for example, this photo right here, we gotta make sure that we use the exact colors that the team is. Team colors are very, very specific for a reason. So we don't want to change the color. We don't want to have any creative freedom on changing the team's colors, excuse me. Nice watermark. Yeah, I already mentioned about getting rid of the watermark. Watermarks gotta go, buddy. Gotta go. I like this one, Adamson. Matt, Olurude Media. GG's, bro. GG's. 4 years with an A6400. Very cool. All right. Moving on up to the next person. We got Damon Johnson Photo. Damon Johnson Photo. GG's for Matt, everybody. Shooting with an A6400. What is this one? I forgot. Is that the money symbol? I thought I had some camera noises. No, I don't. I give everybody 2 callouts. 2 callouts. If they're not here by the second callout, we skip them and we don't go back to them. Damon Johnson, all right. Damon Johnson, what are you shooting on, bro? Did you sub? By the way, for those of you guys that are hanging out on TikTok, if you've already submitted your portfolio and stuff, thank you. Appreciate it. If you want a better viewing experience, feel free to head over to YouTube, Twitch, or Kick for a vertical angle. The way that you get there, you guys, is just by hitting the first link in my bio. This will take you to this page, and here I have all of my pages. So I'm currently streaming on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. And on those other platforms, I am horizontal. Damon is shooting with an X-T5. Cool shit, bro. What kind of photos do you shoot, bro? Fuji X-T5? Your shit better be fire, bro. If you're shooting with a Fuji X-T5. I'm all over the place. All right. X-T5. We don't get a lot of Fujis. That's why I'm saying, like, your Fuji photos better represent all of Fuji. And I'm holding you personally responsible. A lot of pressure, I know. Damon Johnson Photography. Ooh. Damn. Product photos. Look at this, dude. See, this is what the fuck a Fuji does, bro. Classic, dude. Is this you? Before I get too far, Damon Johnson Photography. And I don't use filters on the lens. Is this all Fuji recipes? Ooh, look at this donkey. Yeah, this is all still life. Yeah. Yeah, dude, you are this is Fuji, man. This is one thing. Listen, Damon, anytime somebody, because I got a lot of questions about like camera recommendations. And like, I always tell people that have like a Fuji in their list of like considered cameras that they're considering, I'm like, bro, if you're thinking about a Fuji, you gotta get the Fuji. Look at this donkey. Epic. Is this a real donkey? It is a real donkey. Sick. Very cool, dude. Look at this. Wow. Yeah, dude, there's something special about a Fuji, man. Your still life is excellent. Are you working with these brands right here? I love product photos like this. Very cool. Yeah, very, very cool. I need a Fuji. Yeah, Fuji's special, man. I'm telling you, Fuji is something special. Yeah, nice work on these. I probably would have done right here for this product photo. I probably would have used an actual, like, what's it called? A match instead of these electric ones. But it works. Still very cool. Yeah, product photography is always fun. Product photography used to be my favorite kind of photos just because of this soap looks like it's painful. Are you actually scrubbing like oatmeal on your hands? Kind of weird. This one's crooked. You got to make sure that this label isn't, you see how the label is like a little angled? Make sure to straighten that up as much as you can. Yeah, product photos are always fun, man, because you get have a snack while you wash. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Fujis are cool, man. This one doesn't look, this photo set doesn't look as interesting. Oh, it looks like you're doing coverage for whatever this brand is right here. I see it. I see it. Still life and product photos, man. I was saying that I used to do it a lot more because it was a great way to practice. Yeah, it was a great way to practice. Look at this. Simple. Fuji colors, man. XT5. Everybody who's wondering, this is Damon Johnson shooting with a Fuji. How long have you had the Fuji, bro? We're using this camera right here. Fuji XT5. It's a nice looking camera. $2,000 body only. 40 megapixels. 40 megapixels, bro. 7-stop in-body stabilization. This is a fucking camera, dude. This is a nice camera. Look at this. Look at this. Look at all this. What do all these numbers mean, you guys? What do they all do? Good shit. Yeah, it's just a classic camera, man. What is going on here? Is this a statue? Oh, it's a statue. I thought that was a woman for a second. Love your product photos. Love your animal photos. These are all kind of cool. The donkey is my favorite so far. Ooh, look at this bird. Wow. Yeah. Look at these colors. How much editing are you doing, Damon? They are local companies I'm using to build my products. Yeah, no, all good, bro. All good. They look great. They look great, man. Don't take my my criticism as like negative. They're just like observations. I've been doing product photography for like 2-3 years. And you just learn little tips and tricks along the way. So they look great, dude. You know what? Now that I think about it, like a Fuji would be great for like a lifestyle brand. You know what I mean? Just depends. A lot of the time I shoot in JPEG and RAW. I never shoot in JPEG. I always shoot RAW. But on a Fuji, JPEG is great, you know? Bro, what camera you think a beginner should buy? Depends on your budget, man. Depends on your budget. I'm trying to see some, look at this. I'm trying to find photos that really like look super nice for a Fuji, like with the nice colors. This is a nice abstract photo. I like this a lot. This is like a wallpaper, like a Windows wallpaper. This right here, is this a product shot? Did you get paid for this? Or is this just you goofing around? You're saying I need a Fuji. Got it. I think everybody needs a Fuji, man. Everybody needs a Fuji. Just me messing? Okay, got it. Yeah, if you're just messing around, it's totally cool. I'm sure that you can see it now, but there's like blemishes, scuff marks, imperfections. There's little marks on the watch, and I forget what time is the time that's supposed to be on watches. You guys ever notice that? Have you guys ever seen professional photos of watches? They all have the exact same time. Photos of like on magazines and in commercials, they always have the exact same time. Yeah. So if you guys look at this right here, they all have the exact same time. I think it's a conspiracy, to be honest. Struggle with analog? Yeah, every single one. Every single one has this exact same time. It's like, what is that? Is that 10:07? Yeah. Once you see it, you'll never not see it. Never even noticed. Yeah, so one of the things that I was looking at your photo, Damon, is like, bro, you got the wrong time, bro. That's the wrong time. That's not the right time. This is how much of a fucking nerd I am for photography, man, that I notice shit like this. Where I'm just like, what is happening here? I looked into it once. It just happens to be what all like watch brands have like. And if you ever see a watch that doesn't have that time, it wasn't taken by somebody that knows, somebody that's not part of the club, you know? Yeah, it's 10:07, 10:08, 10:09. So yeah, bro. So this right here, this would be a dead giveaway right here that you don't know what the fuck's going on, man. I'm just kidding, Damon. I'm just kidding, bro. That is common in watch jewelry photography. They will also flex by a few minutes depending on the style. Yeah. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what it's about really, to be honest, but I was just making an observation. Yeah, Damon, good shit, bro. Rocking it out with the Fuji, man. Keep it up. Fujis are nice, dude. Fujis are, look at this deer right here. I think my favorite photo, Damon, is this donkey right here. I think this one's definitely my favorite right here. GG's, Damon. That was Damon Johnson photography shooting with a Fuji X-T5. A killer camera, dude. Killer camera. Yeah, very cool camera for sure. All right, next up, Damon, thank you so much for submitting your work for a review, buddy. Appreciate it. Willie's Media. Willie's Media. I'd set that as my wallpaper. The donkey? Yeah, hell yeah, dude. This right here, I would put this and print it and set it up on my bathroom. Like right above the urinal or right above the toilet, you know? So whenever I'm going number one, the donkey's looking right at me, you know? You know what I mean? This is the kind of shit that sells, bro. If you have this fully like with the ears and stuff and like the donkey's like nose, that shit would sell, bro. Too much eye contact. That's why I would put it there. That's why I would put it there. All right, let's see. Where were we? Willie's Media going once. Willie's Media going twice. By the way, everybody gets 2 call outs. If you miss your name by the second call out, we skip you. And there is no backsies. Willie's Media going twice. Willie's Media going 3 times, and you're out. All right, Sully. Sully, are you in here? Sully didn't even submit his thing. Silly, you didn't even follow. Sully, you didn't even follow the rules, bro. All right, we're skipping Sully. Mac. Mac also didn't follow the rules. Jesus Christ, Mac. The rules are very simple, man. It's all right, bro. Are you here? Is that you, Mac? DM me your at, bro. You got 5 seconds. You got 5 seconds, bro. Yeah, if you're here, go ahead and send me your at. 7,900. I don't know what's up with that counter. I already hit 8,000 earlier. 3,946 subs on YouTube. We are close. Mac Films. All right. All right, you gotta pass today, Mac. You gotta pass today, bro. You're lucky. You're lucky, bro. You're lucky I'm in a good mood today. Mac Films. Mac Films, what are you shooting on, Mac Films? I got you, bro. I got you. I'm just teasing. What are you shooting on, Mac Films? A7 IV. Nice. Another A7 IV. A7 IV. These are nice. I think you're changing the colors a little bit too much. 70 to 200. Nice lens. Yeah, remember, for sports, we want to make sure that we keep the colors as true as possible to the a lot of sports photographers. Yeah, we do get a lot of sports photographers. We get a lot of people that are in like high school, and like I figure that like high school people that are in high school, most of the stuff that they have access to are like their own high school sports teams and stuff. So that's cool too, you know. But some people are coming in and they have like other stuff like this. Like, this is a great photo, dude. I do look at their stuff to see if there's other. This is a great photo, bro. Love this one. Because some people do have like portraits and like what's it called? Also, their kids might be in school, so there's a lot of stuff with that. Their own kids' sports. But it looks like up here you have more photo work. I guess that brings me my son. Yeah, so Mac, you have a lot of people that have kids have a lot of sports stuff, because that's what you photograph what you have access to. You know, you photograph what you go to a lot. So for me, like, because I'm walking around the city a lot, I do a lot of street photos, you know. You photograph the environment that you're in and the activities that you participate in. So that kind of checks out to me. It looks like you have a mixture of different types of photo here, Mac. I would probably, if you want this to be a photographer's like Instagram, you should clean up some of this stuff a little bit. What is this called? Field hockey? This is cool. That stuff I was tagged in? Yeah, I see. Yeah, so this Instagram profile to me doesn't really work as a photographer's portfolio. If stuff's all over the place, you have personal photos, you have you going out to dinner with wifey. This is a weird edit, by the way. Yeah, I would clean this up and just make it like a dedicated photographer's page. This is probably you getting a tattoo. Yeah, this is all over the place. Personal photos. Here we got some maternity photos. Yeah, I would probably fix these to be a little bit more more focused. That's probably what I got for you, Mac. If it's gonna be a sports page, we keep it a sports photography page. If you want to do portraits like this is probably your best photo. Yeah, this is probably your best photo right here out of everything else. This one right here wasn't too bad, except you did the colors are weird. This edit, this grade is a little weird. It looks like you added a preset and it messed up all the colors. I can tell because the colors right here on the shoes are like kind of weird looking, and then also the American flag. Like everybody knows what an American flag, what the red, white, and blue looks like, at least in the United States. And this doesn't look like the colors of the American flag, you know? So that's pretty, it's a pretty dead giveaway. The skin tones are a little weird as well. Yeah, I would clean this up, Mac. That's probably what I got for you, bro. Yeah, see, the thing is that for like, you know, for your photography Instagram page, man, you got to put your best work forward, you know? So not out of, I gotta be honest with you, 95% of the photos that I take will probably never see the light of day. I don't post the work that I don't want people to share that highlight the best stuff that I have, right? So if you're creating like a dedicated photography Instagram or social media page, it needs to be your best stuff. If it isn't, then it's just a personal page, and that's cool too. You know, that's something to work on as well. But that's the feedback that I got for you, Mac. Keep it up, bro. Keep editing. GG's for Mac, shooting with an A7 IV and a 70-200. That's a killer combo too, bro. Killer combo. Next up, we got Juan Visuals. Juan Visuals. GG's. Yeah, GG's, Mac. GG's. Juan Visuals going once. Going twice. And 3 times Juan Visuals out. Forza Visuals. What does he do? I'm here. Juan Visuals. Woo! Juan Visuals, you almost missed it, bro. The next guy I think we're gonna skip because he doesn't do actual photography. Copy. Juan Visuals. All right, Juan Visuals. We're lucky we're skipping. You're lucky we're skipping the next guy, bro. Juan Pablo, what are you shooting on, bro? Ooh, look at this. Is this you, bro? Look at these photos. What are you shooting on, Juan? Got some, what are these? Vaqueros. Love these portraits, dude. I'm using a ZVE10 A7 III iPhone analog or literally anything that I can take a photo. Yeah, pretty cool. I like your setting. These are nice. What happened to his eye? Oh my god. I bet you he tells cool ghost stories. Look at this guy. He's like, when I was a young man. Yeah, these are cool settings, dude. This is a weird ass photo. It works though. Where are you here? Are you in Mexico? This looks like Mexico. Or some part of Latin America. Big Texas. This is like your kind of photography. This looks like old Texas country over here. The Wild West. I'm in Colombia. What did I say? Mexico? And then I said Latin America. Yeah, this is a great, look at this fucking old ass phone, dude. Great job, dude. I love your portraits, man. Do whatever you're doing with these portraits, this guy, and these ones, do more of that. The portraits are great. Yeah, these are all nice, dude. Colombia. This looks like it was taken with yeah, these are all cool, man. That's real nice. Yeah, it is real nice. I like it a lot too. My favorites are the, look at this. Wow. I would probably straighten up this horizon a little bit, but yeah. You know what's nuts is like I live in a major urban city, and like I have people that look at my stuff or that join my lives while I'm doing street photos, and they're like, "Oh, you're so lucky you live in a place that looks like that." But then I look at places that look like this, and I'm like, "Fuck, dude, you're the lucky one." Oh, it looks like you did some product photos here too. Nice. Billy's Negra. Are these product shoots right here? Did you get hired by this company? Juan? Juan of the Chosen Juan? Drinking alcohol. I didn't know you could. I didn't know you could. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, that's a vibe. Yeah. Yeah, it is a vibe. Nice work with the product shots, dude. I don't like this flask shot too much. It looks like you're using a lot of warp stabilizer. You're a little too punched in on these. The photos are better. You're doing better with your photo work than your video for sure. With the slow-mo? Yeah. Is this you right here? Yeah, this is a nice, these are nice photos, dude. Look at these. Yeah, do more of this. Yeah, this is clean, dude. Yeah, these are clean photos, man. Yeah, nice product photos, man. Anything that gets you paid, man, a working photographer is always fucking cool, dude. Very, very cool. Look at this. Epic. I like this one. This photo right here. This is sick. Yeah, let's do one more, Juan. Keep up the portrait works, man. Did you get sponsored by this brand, or they just paid you money for an entire collection of work? Yeah, cool shit, dude. Oh, is this a coffee that hired you too? I probably would have increased the I got paid and sponsored. Nice. Yeah. Great stuff, dude. You can get, man, photographers are needed everywhere, man. Doesn't matter where you are. Products need to get sold, and if products need to get sold, they need marketing material. And when they need marketing material, they hire photographers and videographers. There's money to be made, man. I probably would have bumped up the aperture on this just to get her in focus as well. It looks like you're a little shallow here. Yeah, the commercial work is great though, man, because that's what gets paid, man. You know, a lot of photographers are like wondering how to make money with their camera, and like it's product photography, event photography. Somebody that's trying to promote something is willing to pay you for your time and for your camera. Yeah, this one I probably would have bumped up to like 5.6 or like just to get her face in focus. She's a lovely model. And this is a cool product with a cool label that I probably would have wanted her in focus as well. If not, I probably would have punched into the photo just to get her like right here, because she's a little bit too out of focus. Yeah, very cool. Coffee in Colombia. Hello, that's where coffee comes from. Yeah, good shit, Juan. Nice work, man. Keep this up. Do more of these. These portraits right here, these are fucking nice, dude. Yeah, these are all excellent. And then this scary guy right here with the missing eyeball. Epic, dude. Get his portrait. GG's. GG's, Quan. Keep that shit up, man. Quan visual shooting. What were you shooting with? An A7 IV? You said, oh, you said anything with a lens. That's a cool attitude, man. Juan visuals, GG's, my guy. Juan Pablo. Forza visuals getting skipped because he does virtual photography. Thanks. You got it, bro. Yeah, next time you got some more work, man, make sure to submit your stuff so we can look at your new stuff. Forza visuals. This guy right here, he says he does car virtual photography on a popular video game. What do we think about that, chat? What do we think about that? I say we skip it. Jose Zapata. Jose Zapata, are you in the chat? Jose, did you follow on the YouTubes? James Black says skip. I don't think it's cool at all. I don't think it's cool at all. I think it's kind of like, you know, kind of, I guess. Jose Zapata. I'm here. Z Studios. You sent 2 here. All right, Jose, we got you, bro. Yeah, Enzo film. Yeah, we're skipping, dude. We're skipping. We were gonna skip, but I appreciate you guys playing along. Also, AI. There was another guy that submitted all of his photo work, but it was like heavily AI influenced, like a lot of AI, and we skipped that guy too. Z Studios, you got a lot of. Who are you right here? Is it this one? Is this you, Jose Zapata? What are you shooting on? What are you shooting on, Jose? Let the chat know. Oh, nice. More product photos. Cool. One of them. Canon RF. How long have you had that camera? And what lens are you using? White photography like this is tough, dude. It's tough. The one thing that I learned when I'm doing white photography like this is you have to surround the entire thing with white board. What is it called? Foam board, white foam board, all the way around to get even shadows. This stuff is not as easy as it looks. Yeah, and these shadows look a little weird. They look a little uneven. So like when you're taking a product shot and you're doing like a white background like this on reflective surfaces, you have to surround almost to the point where you're almost surrounding the lens as well as you're shooting into a scene with nothing but like white foam board all over. Forza, yeah, Forza, you missed your opportunity, Forza. Also, we're only doing photography that's IRL photography. IRL. I learned what that is recently. Yeah, you see these shadows right here? This kind of stuff needs to be closed off completely. And then here's a reflection of something. You see this reflection right here? This is something in your background. Yeah, you can see your studio lights right here in this reflection. So it's best when you're doing product photos like this that they all need to be appreciate it, Forza. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, this is what it looks like right here. So I can see in your reflection, I can see all of this stuff right here on this side. Yeah, you're getting close, dude. You're getting close, but almost all of it needs to be like completely closed off. You're getting close though. I've had my living room and my studio look just like this, dude. Yeah, so in this shot right here that you took, you can see all of this stuff that's around here. You get to see your studio lights and all that stuff. Yeah, homes. I get it, bro. I get it. I've been there, bro. I've made these shots. These BTSs are kind of cool, but you got to close all of this off because those reflections are everywhere. Yeah, you see right here? I see all this. Yeah, it's just not easy, man. I get it. It's tough. It takes a long time to practice. These are cool. Nice, man. I love to see photographers getting paid, man. Getting paid and putting in work. Yeah, getting paid for work. These are all great. Look at all the behind the scenes right here. Look at all the shit that's needed for a photo, bro. Abuelo whiskey. Product photography is used to be one of my favorite kind of photos. Why? Because I got an opportunity to like take a photo a million times to try to get it right, and like nobody's around to like pressure you or rush you, so you learn a lot of skills doing product photography, like how to take a proper product shot that is like magazine worthy. It's not as easy as you think, but you learn these skills while you're like by yourself, like moving boards, moving lighting, moving all of these backdrops and all this stuff, that you're able to take those skills that you learn, and then whenever you get the opportunity to be on a production set or like a product shoot set, like with other photographers and other people's time, you already know what the fuck you're doing. Like, you know a little bit more than the average person, which is a skill in and of its own. Yeah, white background stuff is not easy, dude. Everything's fucking reflective too. Right here, you can see right here in this reflection, you can see your studio in this reflection right here. This one looked good. This one, you did nice on this one. This background looks a little weird though. And everything is reflective. Everything is reflective. Stella Artois. How long have you been doing product photos, bro? Exactly, Andrew. Yeah, you definitely can use a CPL, and bouncing light is key, man. And also surrounding the product with like foam board everywhere, just to block out all of, because everything is reflective, dude. You'd be surprised, like when you're doing a product shoot, like, shit, that's reflective. Damn, that's reflective. About 5 years, but always home studio. Yeah, good shit, bro. Good shit, man. Getting paid and doing all this stuff is good. You see right here, I can see your studio light right here. This is your light panel. And then over here, this might be you. I don't know if you guys can see that right here, but this probably is you right here in the corner. I think that's your face. I can see a little person right here. You see what I'm saying? It could be, yeah. Yeah, when I'm doing product photos, bro, I'm always looking at reflections and stuff like this. So like this, for you to sell this to a brand, and like, you know, depending on the brand, they might not notice or might not care. They just want a decent looking photo. This would never pass their quality control. You know what I mean? Like you being in a shot like this. One time, dude, I was taking a photo of, I can't remember what it was, but I was in a white beater and I was behind a tripod shooting like this. And like when I took the photos into the edit, I saw myself with a white beater, like in the reflection. I had like mustard stains and like you know, ketchup stains on my white beater. I'm like, oh shit, that shit's not gonna work. Yeah. So take a look at this photo, bro. Take a look at this photo right here, and I bet you that you see yourself right here. I think that's you right there. Jose Zapata, good shit, bro. Keep it up, man. Reflective photography and product photography, bro. I'm telling you, like this kind of setup, I love looking at this shit because it reminds me of my old days of all the stuff that I had to do to make sure something like looked right. And like all of that work that you did, and it's still like all of this reflection right here is all coming out. Yeah. We're gonna move on to the next person, Jose. But I'm gonna be doing these lives very, very often. I'm gonna be here tomorrow because I'm still at 33,946 followers on YouTube. So we gotta get to 4,000. So I'll be back tomorrow, and then we can check it out again. Moving on to the next person, we got Moose. Actually, I'm gonna turn off my review thing here. We're gonna stop. We're just gonna do whoever's left in queue. Moose. GG's, yeah, GG's for Mr. Jose Zapata. If you're getting paid as a photographer, bro, you're like in the top 1%, man. Most photographers don't even know how to start getting paid with photography, dude. Moose, all right, Moose. Did you subscribe on YouTube, Moose? Moose or Moses? Your name says Moses, but your thing says Moose. Moose, what are you shooting with, Moose? Appreciate it, Moose. Control copy. All the shots on my profile are yeah, dude, that's great, man. That's great, man. Like I said, most photographers don't even know how to start getting paid. I'm like, it's not as hard as you think, man. You just gotta start. All right. Dope. Ooh, look at this. What are you shooting with, Moose? Everybody, you see this check mark right here? This means that Moose got money. And he's shooting with an FX3. An FX3 plus a blue check mark, it means Moose got money. Shooting with an A7 IV and an FX3. Killer combo, dude. What lenses you got? Ooh, look at this. This looks like a drone shot, though. It doesn't look like you, unless you're in an airplane. Oh, you're getting paid for your work too, bro. Bro, I know $16 per month is tough, bro. That's what I'm saying. If you got a check mark, though, you instantly gain more credibility, dude. Are you getting hired for this stuff? Yeah, are you sponsored for this, or how are you getting? What up, Gerald? Some of these look like sponsored, like you're getting sponsored by the hotel. 94 people, nice work. $94 people, what are we talking about? Yeah, mostly freelance work for different companies. Mostly, yeah. In the Maldives? Are you fucking kidding me, Moose? Oh, yeah, no big deal. You know, just get hired by hotel and resorts in the Maldives. All right. You just say that shit so casually. GG's, bro. Getting fucking paid, Moose. Bro, how do I get hired by luxury resorts in the Maldives? Can I try? That shit's crazy, dude. Look at all this, man. I know a model I worked with a while back, and she started doing work for a hotel. And all that she would get paid to do was to look cute and look beautiful in their hotels. And they would hire a photographer, and all she had to do was show up to a hotel. They'd give her a night or two to like stay in the hotel and experience it, and then like a photographer would come in and they would pay her just to look beautiful. I'm like, fuck, dude. I wish I could get paid to be beautiful in a hotel. This is a cool shoot. Look at this. This is fun. What drone are you using? Could you also check out my bio? We're gonna do just one, Moose. If you come back tomorrow, we'll do another one. Just to keep the line moving. That was the Air 3. Yeah, this photo's epic right here, bro. Where's the Maldives? Does anybody know where the Maldives is at, guys? I want to go there. South Asia. Wow. Oh yeah, you know, no big deal, you know. Where are you this weekend? Oh, I'm off the coast of Sri Lanka. No big deal. This is all the Maldives? Wow. Look at all these islands, you guys. Mostly in the Maldives, you know, no big deal. Okay, Moose. Okay, Moose. Go ahead, Moose. No wonder he can afford an FX3 and an A7 IV and a DJI Air 3. What? What the fuck? Epic stuff, bro. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, it looked like a real rainbow. Yeah, it looked like a real rainbow. What kind of restrictions? Is there any kind of restrictions for flying drones out there, or you guys can just put them up? Yeah, dude, this is all epic stuff. A lot of paid photographers in the chat today, man. Not gonna lie. Usually it's a lot of, you know, people that are just getting started, amateurs. But today I had a good number of you guys. The majority of you guys were getting paid. Resorts policy, mostly since it's their own island. Oh, so most resorts own the island or the property that they're on. Got it. The more you know, man. This one's a little too over edited for me. The picture looks really gnarly, but it looks a little overcooked. Yeah, Moose. We'll have to check out the rest of your stuff another time, your other links, because these are all nice shots, man. I want to know how to do this. I want to be you, Moose. When I grow up, I want to be like Moose. I want to have a check mark, and I want to take photos of resorts in the Maldives. I'll catch up to you one day, Moose. GG's for Mr. Moose, shooting with an A7 IV and an FX3. Next up, we got Christian Shaw. Oh, Christian Shaw, we did your shit already. We've done your stuff a couple times. Hook 'em up, Moose. Yeah, Moose. Come on, Moose. I'm free all summer, bro. That'd be crazy. Can you imagine, Julia? It's like, where's Vic? Oh, he's in Sri Lanka. You know. All right, moving on. Chris going once, going twice. Chris going 3 times, and Chris is gone. Bruce. Bruce got his own .com. Let's go to the .com. Bruce Photo. Are you in here, Bruce? Bruce Schlahuber? Schluber? Schluhuber. Bruce Photo. Let's go to your website, bro. Another paid photographer. All right, Bruce. What are you shooting with, Bruce? Close enough. Yeah, sorry for butchering your name, bro. I try my best to pronounce names. Try my best. That one's a tough one, though. Schlahuber. Probably Schluber if I had to actually guess. Gerald Purvel, what's a good website to post pics for sharing? Instagram. Instagram is a classic one, man. Instagram is where I. Ooh, yeah. Bruce, what are you using to shoot, bro? Depends on the projects and clients. Generally speaking, do you own your own gear? Like, what gear do you use? Do you use Sony? Do you use Canon? The reason why I ask, Bruce, is because people want to know. People want to know what you do, what you use to create your work. This is all photography? Bronze color lighting. This is all photo work, Bruce? How come I can't see the photos? I want to see the photos. Let's go to Instagram. Ooh, look at this. This looks like studio work with some light peeking through. You added some fog. All done in my studio or on location with the client. Yeah. Yo, maybe you can give us some tips, dude. How did you get this soft white lighting right here? Is everything just a bounce like we were talking about earlier? Yeah, these are the kind of reflections that I like, that you try to go for, with like nice soft reflections. And also it looks like you're doing a lot of photoshopping too. Do you do your own photoshopping? Yeah, double diffusion. How much photoshopping do you do? This looks like right here. And then you are like, you have two like cork boards or two like white panels. I do have some editors. Yeah, these are professionally edited for sure. The way that I've done this before is like my camera would be like right here. And like I'm literally between like two white boards like this. And the product is like right in the center. And my camera is like shooting through it like this. Yeah, having editors that know how to photo edit too. I was in a product photography cohort where it was expensive, but I learned a lot of stuff. And I met a guy that was a product photographer out of China, and he did a lot of his own editing and photo. And he was doing some really, it was a lot. I forget what his name was. I'd have to see if I can find him again. Glenn Livet. Look at this with the little shimmer right here. What? And the shimmer. This is all added later though. Not all of it, but some of it. Like this is probably added later, and this is probably added later. If I had to bet. This one was a shot in a closet. It sucked. You said this was shot in the closet? That makes sense. You got to get that lighting right, dude. Yeah, these kind of photos, man, like for those of you guys that are new to product photography, it's kind of hard. Like the photo doesn't look that difficult to do, but there's like a ton of work that goes into creating a shot like this. Not even just like the shot capturing the photo, but then like going and doing it in post. Like so many takes, dude. This shimmer's all real? Really? Interesting. I would have guessed that a couple of these were added in post. Yeah, if I was a betting man, I would have said this was a couple of these. This one and this one were added in post. But I got no reason to doubt you, bro. Yeah, got it. That would be my second guess if it is real, which I believe you. That the way to get that is through like a little starburst filter. These are all cool, man. I love this right here. Look how bright this is, Julia. You see this? Not gonna lie, some of this looks added. Some of this doesn't look super real. Regardless, I'm not ripping apart the photo. I'm just I'm analyzing it. You know what I mean? I'm analyzing the photo, whether it's real or not. You said real drips, but you caught me fake ice cream. Like if you see this on a billboard driving down the freeway, massive, you won't be able to tell. You know what I mean? Maybe on a magazine, if somebody's like passing by, you know, you won't be able to notice. But yeah. Again, it isn't about the that cement platter ice cream. Got it. Yeah, because I mean, in food photography, for real, that's great. Thanks for bringing that up, Bruce. Food photography, like when you're redoing stuff and you need to make it perfect, a lot of that shit is fake. There's a lot of a lot of like, what's the word? Like a lot of like creative shit that you use, like that's plaster, so it's not even ice cream. Yeah. Really cool, man. Really cool. Again, not being critical of it. It's just like, there are like, what are those guys called that do design work on food? They like create fake food for like photos and stuff. Because they gotta spend all day trying to get this shot, you know? Some of the drips may not be real. Which I guess somebody earlier in another live that I was in was talking about like the ethics of like food stylists. Yeah, food style. Exactly right. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Food stylists know exactly what the fuck they're doing, dude. But like that kind of goes, I don't have an issue with like fake photography or like making stuff look like using plaster and stuff like that. But she was talking about the ethics of some fake photography, which I'm like, not really, don't have an opinion about it. This kind of looks like AI around here. The photo looks real. Yeah, whoever edited this did a nice job. Yeah, I was doing photo work like this before. That was done by a floral stylist. It looks great. It looks great. The bottle looks a little bit too superimposed though, doesn't it? Like this label up here. The way that it's like cut off from the background here. That's why I thought it was a little superimposed on there. It was like too stamped on. Yeah, same with this one. Are you taking this photo top down? You took this photo, Bruce? Stock photos? No, these are product photos. The glass is composite, but the bottles are real. The glass is composite, but the bottles are real. Oh, so a florist, like a stylist, set this thing up and then you composited the bottle in here? Yeah. Hi, do you know how to use the Sunpack Mini Speedlight flash? I do not. Separate images taken for the... Yeah, that's kind of what I was... You said it better than I was. I was imagining saying what you actually just said. Yeah, these are all cool, man. As long as you're getting paid, bro. Product photography, man, is a fantastic way to get paid as a photographer, man. You learn a lot of skills, dude. Lighting the bottles and then lighting the florals. Yeah, I was looking at it, Bruce, and I'm not gonna lie. Upon analyzing, like over analyzing it, of course, again, not being a dick about it, it does look right here a little superimposed, like composited on. So you lit the photos. I guess you probably could have done this in like for real though. Yeah, it's all great though, man. I love seeing the work of paid photographers, dude. The photographers actually look at this. This is a cool campaign. Is this real? This looks real. I've never worked with animals. I don't know if I could. Dog models. You hear that, Julia? They got models for dogs now. Got models for everything. This is a cool looking dog. That was for a dog food campaign, yeah. Yeah, man. Did you get started in product photography, or how did you get your start, Bruce? Went through an animal talent agency. Of course, there's such thing as an animal talent agency. Food stylist, floral stylist, and dog model. Yeah. And all of those people got to get paid too. So like campaigns that brands pay, dude, they run into the 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000. They want their shit done right. I started with product and food and went to photo school for 6 years. Got it. That's how you learn all these fancy tricks, man. That's how you learn all these fancy tricks. I had to learn in my living room. I did pretty good though, man. I eventually landed a full-time job as a creative, all through learning things about, product photography. Yeah. I was saying, Bruce, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I was like, product photography is like a great way for anybody to practice at home, because there's like, you're not working on a set where there's a ton of people like looking at you and like looking at their time and like the clock is running and shit like that. So you get a good opportunity to like practice a lot of different skills. So something that I tell like Julia or other people that are interested in photography, I'm like, do some product photos. If you can get hired doing it to add a little bit of like an element of pressure that you have to do a good job, all is super helpful. But if you can just work on your still life at home, just set up a little scene, set up a product right in the center, set up your lighting, take the photos, get into the editing room, and then like, yeah, if you don't have, right. I probably still have an account with Fiverr, and I used to promote, I became a top seller on Fiverr just because there wasn't a lot of people doing it. And I used to get hired for product photography through Fiverr all the time. I met a couple of good brands through Fiverr too. My work was very, very still life though. I didn't do a lot of compositing, and there was no food stylist or florist or anything. It was just me messing around, you know what I mean? But yeah, 100%. All good. Nice work, Bruce. Bruce, what kit do you run with usually? What the hell is this? What is this, Bruce? What happened here, Bruce? What is wrong with this burger bun, bro? Exo Lotus. So after a week with the R100, I don't hate it. Good for you, Exo Lotus. Burger King Japan. What are the Japanese up to, man? What are they up to? Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, Bruce. GG's. GG's for Bruce. Brother. Good shit. X2D. Oh, nice. You're using a medium format and the Sony A1 Classic. Yep, that checks out. All right, moving on. GG's, Bruce. Thanks for submitting your stuff for review, bro. Enzo Films. Are you in here, Enzo? Bruce, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, broski. Wow, we got 8 people on YouTube. What's going on, YouTube? You guys are quiet over there. How are we doing on Kick? We got 1 viewer on Kick, and we got 1 viewer on Twitch. I'll take it. Here, all right, Enzo. Enzo, what are you shooting on, Enzo? I have to get into the habit of, yes, you do. How are you going to show the world your creation if you don't share it, bro? A63, all right. A6300. Enzo, did you subscribe on YouTube, bro? You got to make sure you follow on subscribe on the YouTube. Enzo Films. shooting on an A6300. You need more stuff, bro. What kind of profile picture is this? It looks like you're just taking random photos of shit, bro. These are all out of focus. Every single one of these is out of focus, bro. It looks like you got to find a subject is what you need to do. Yeah, and these are all out of focus, Enzo. What's happening, man? Also, none of these are, you don't have an aspect ratio that's for Instagram. These photos need to be either 1:1 or 4 by, what is it, 4:5? Or 5:4, 4:5? Yeah, and also they're all out of focus. I think you can work on your composition. What do you know about composition, Enzo? Yeah, you got to definitely work on your composition. This car is dirty AF. It's a cool car, but it's all dirty and it looks like it's not washed. Not that much, honestly. Just started photography last year. Yeah, you got to learn a couple basics, man. A year is a long time, dude. You gotta work on your composition. You gotta work on your focus. Your editing. Yeah, you're cutting people's heads off. Yeah, we gotta keep posting more. A CPL filter to cut the reflections off of here. Yeah, all these photos are getting cut off, bro. We got some work to do, Enzo. But the only way is up, bro. The only way is up. Where are you, by the way? Chicago? Chicago's a cool city. These are crooked, too. The backs of people's heads, not that cool, not that interesting. Yeah, these are all crooked too. You see how they're like leaning this way? Yeah, these got to be straight on. This one's nice. I like this photo right here. This one's kind of cool. Yeah, we got to work on finding a subject. Work on finding a subject, and I think you'll be a lot better. Tammin Tashin, hello, hello. Oh, look at all these police officers. Yeah, this kind of stuff is you know, I'm looking at your work, bro, and it's just we got the feedback that I see is all. Here's the thing, the feedback that I'm giving you, bro, you can literally implement this tomorrow. Like, you can start doing this tomorrow and your photography will improve tenfold overnight just by doing a couple of things: finding an interesting subject, working on your composition. And composition is not tough, you know. You can set your rule of thirds on the back of your camera. You can like YouTube photography composition. Like, literally, if you go to YouTube and just start like typing in rules of composition in photography, it comes right up, and then spend some time on here learning the basics of composition, and your photography overnight, bro, overnight will drastically improve. And then you can do some more advanced stuff like color theory, layers, lighting, you know, all kinds of different things. You know what I mean? Enzo, GG's Enzo. Appreciate you submitting your social media for review. Put in the work, Enzo. You got this. GG's. YYC Aviation. You in here? YYC Aviation? Julia, when are you submitting your work, Julia? Thanks, man. I got you, Enzo. Yeah, keep tagging along, man. I do edits all the time, man. I actually did so. Did you, Enzo, did you see my street photography from the other day that I did? This is some of my street photos that I did this past weekend. Again, just street photos. I'm always trying to find a subject. I'm always trying to find people that are looking directly at me. And if they're not looking directly at me, I'm always trying to capture their emotion or their expression. This guy's, I named him Jesus. This guy right here, look at this guy. He's like, I see you. Yeah, just trying to find a subject. You know, this guy's looking at me directly. Composition is on here. You know, I spend a lot of time. And like, if you follow along with my live edits, like you get to see my whole process of what I'm thinking with the lighting over here, with this sign, like all these little things. These are probably some of my favorite photos right here. This one I overcooked a little bit, but I was just kind of playing around. Just trying to find frames, man. Frames within frames. This one came out all right too. This one with the flower. I live in Philadelphia, so Chicago and Philly are very similar, you know? This one was my least favorite photo because the car was dirty AF. Like, the car is cool, but this car is dirty as shit, you know? But people in my live were like, take a photo of the car, take a photo of the car. And I was like, all right, this car sucks, but look at this dog right here. Would you say I should stop having anxiety no, bro, if you have anxiety, it's a normal reaction, dude. You'll get over that. I posted this image today, actually. Look at this fucking photo, dude. Simple, dude. Yeah, and that was my photo set for today, for that I did this past week. They came out nice. All right, YYC Aviation is no longer here. Jimmy Black, are you in here, Jimmy Black? For people that like cars, dirt is a charm. It shows that the car is being used. Depends on the car. I don't necessarily on the tube. Cool. James Black. Let's check out Jimmy Black. Jimmy Black or James Black? Jimmy equals James? Jimmy Black, what are you shooting on, Jimmy Black? Nakamax, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. XT, ooh, another Fuji. There was only one other Fuji person tonight, Jimmy Black, and he put Fuji on his back. XT33, XT32. So now that you're the only Fuji person here, you're gonna put Fuji on your back. You represent all Fuji creators. The pressure's on, Jimmy Black. The pressure is on. James Black Photography shooting with an XT30. Ooh. Nice work, Jimmy Black. I was saying to the other Fuji shooter today, I was like, anytime I see somebody that wants a Fuji for themselves, I'm like, get the Fuji, dude. Get the Fuji. It's a nice couple. Is this a university? Where are they? Hogwarts? What the fuck's going on here? It is a university. Graduation. Big shoes to fill. Fuji's special, man. You know, if you shoot with a Fuji, Fuji's kind of cool. Nice work, dude. Excellent. Here, what lens are you using here? This looks like a 50 or an 85. I'm looking at the compression of the trees. That's the 75. Ooh, you know, I think somebody was asking me about that lens. Andrew, was that the lens you were asking me about, Andrew? I'm not sure if you're still here. Or was it the 85? Yeah, 75, and you're on a crop sensor. So what's 75 times 1.5, right? So what is that? 75 times 1.5. Yeah, so that's like 112. Nice compression. Tamantashin, so an APS-C will always have, if you use a full frame lens on a crop sensor, it will have a crop. I've never actually tested if a crop sensor lens has a crop on a crop sensor. It's pretty easy to figure out, but I've never actually done it. I like this. Who's this couple? Is this you guys? Or is this a friend you've taken their photo a couple times? Was that the same person from before? No, this is a different couple. They look like the same couple from up here. Oh no, they are the same couple. This is the same couple right here. Mr. James Black, you need more stuff on your page, broski. Great photos though, man. Look at this. Yeah, have to reuse shoots a bit. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, nice work. Nice work, Mr. Black. What are you trying to do, James Black? You trying to get more paid work? Or are you just kind of having fun with this account? Appreciate the review. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Ooh, cherry blossoms. Is this from this year? No, this is last year. Cherry blossoms are great, man. I think I took a photo of my sister with the cherry blossoms. I think it was your maternity photos, actually. Yeah. GG's. This is my profile, by the way. My profile is a little all over the place in terms of my photo, but I don't really use my Instagram to book paid gigs. I just use it to post my creative stuff, you know? Yes, love the cherry blossoms. Yeah, this was the post that I did today. Street photos. This was in New York City. This is a photo of a bird. I post photos of birds to prove that they're real. Yeah, my Instagram is a mishmash of stuff, but again, I don't use my my Instagram for like trying to book clients. GG's. Yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight, I think, guys, right? Oh no, we have Jonathan. Jonathan, are you still in here, Jonathan? Oh, we already did your stuff, bro. Let's take a quick look. Did you add any new stuff? If you already added, if we've already done your portfolio, bro, you got to add some new stuff, broski. Jonathan Abitable. Yes, some. Bro, you have no photos on here, bro. Yeah, we've already seen your stuff, bro. You're not even posting. This is from March 19th. I actually have a soccer game coming up. You probably could have used an ND filter here. All of these shots right here, these uniforms are all overexposed. This one's crooked. Yeah, we just gotta post more, bro. Hey, kitty. This one's out of focus. Yeah, you're just doing game. Oh, here's Kitty. Hey, Kitty. Hello. Hi, Kitty. Yeah, I know. I'm almost done, Kitty. Almost done, Kitty. I think I remember these photos right here. What are you shooting on, Jonathan? Kitty, no. Don't get on the keyboard, Kitty. What lens are you using, Jonathan? R50, the kit lens. That kit lens, I would probably think of, you know, getting an ND filter for your outdoor shots, and also getting a, eventually upgrading to a newer lens. It's not a kit. The 55 to 210 is a kit lens, I'm pretty sure. 55 to 2, it's a variable aperture lens. Yeah, that's the kit lens. Kit lens doesn't have to come with the camera, Jonathan. Yeah, this is a kit lens. F5. This right here is killing you. The F5 to the 7.1. Yeah, kit lenses doesn't necessarily need to come with a kit. Even if you didn't, this lens comes with some kits. Not it might have not come with your kit, but yeah. And this is expensive for this lens. Like, I would much rather have like a constant aperture. Hey, kitty. All right, I know. All right, y'all. That's gonna do it for me tonight. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I think I'm gonna go make myself a sandwich, PB&J, and call it a night. Thank you so much for stopping in, Julia. Thank you for hanging out. Have a great night, y'all. How about that music? Ba, 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 ba.